Hello everyone, my name is TwstdFlaems and joining me today as always is
cosmovsgoku. It's lovely to see you all again.
and we are here today to talk commentary for the first of the Naruto movies, Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow.
It strikes me that I don't know how much this has been picked up on the microphone.
Oh, I've got no idea either, but yeah. Anyway, this is Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow. This is the first movie we did. This was probably the biggest we've disagreed on a project.
Yeah, I think between that and whether or not we're going to do the Boruto film, I think the rest of Team 7 saying we're not fucking doing it was the difference maker. So yeah, I would dare say this is the biggest disagreement we had, and I think I kind of understood what you wanted to do with this, but I completely misinterpreted it.
Yeah.
I was a bit confused, but I had the spirit.
Because my entire thing came off the fact that this had already been done twice before.
Yes, by Little
Specifically
Karibo.
by LK and by Vegeta and Mazuko.
Yeah.
So they had picked apart the fact... My entire thing that I wanted to do was play this straight.
Yep.
Like, play this as this is a serious movie, and also use it as a way like to completely rebuild the plot as if we had written the movie.
Yeah.
And fill all the plot holes and get rid of all the unnecessary stuff. It was very hard for me to explain. I never got that point across properly.
So that makes sense, though.
Yeah, what I wanted to do was basically like, no. We are going to take this seriously. We are going to make the plot of the bad guy make sense. And it was going to be this... I wanted... In my head, I had this super convoluted thing of the entire reason behind them being there was this master plan of the villain of the movie, and it was this whole setup. The only reason they were there was part of a setup and all that sort of stuff.
Which is in the movie, and yes. I think that's the bit I took away from the entire conversation.
Yeah. But yeah, did I completely veto the first script for this?
I don't know.
Is this isn't the original script, is it?
We struggled so much with writing these movies. Holy fuck!
I think
yes, you did.
I feel like I turned around and said just no.
Yeah.
To the script.
There was a line that you still vetoed that was in the final script, but we worked around that. Yeah. So yeah, that's a little bit of context about how this movie was originally going to be presented. And this episode this movie was really interesting because this was the first project that a majority of us really all recorded. So in lockdown, because we wrote episodes 1 through 7 script-wise. So episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and episode 0. Mm-hmm. Then we started recording, and then we decided, let's just do the movies, fill in some time before shipping them. It could be some fun, blah, blah, blah. So we recorded this when we were in lockdown. So that on its own presented a lot of challenges. But this was also the only episode to date where I did not direct you. You re-recorded this completely in isolation.
Yeah, we were in heavy isolation for this one.
Yeah, you had some stuff going on, which I'm not repeating, don't worry.
Yeah, still going.
So I was on your back, I'm like, dude, just fucking record. We can't get together. You've got a mic. Just fucking record. And you're like, yeah, I'll get to it. And then...
because I hadn't told you at this stage.
Yeah, I didn't know yet. I knew months after you recorded. So anyway, one day you just check your email. So I checked my emails, downloaded the files. Like, thanks, got to work. And then a couple of months later, I'm like, dude, why the fuck didn't you tell me? I would have backed the fuck off for a few months. Like...
That was just a lot of stuff,
Lots of stuff in Flames' life that do not need to be said.
Everything went pear-shaped during lockdowns and stuff like that for me. And I just didn't tell anyone about it for 6 months.
Yeah, which is okay. But the point of
circumstances dictated that.
Yeah. But because of that, I was like, record. And you're like, yeah.
I'll get to it, don't worry.
Yeah. Actually, yes. You did say that.
Okay. I stand by that.
Yeah, and you did.
Don't worry, I'll get to it.
And I think that your performance as Kakashi, and this is one of my favorite performances you've ever given as Kakashi, because in the way that you've put it to me in the past, is that you used recording Kakashi for this episode as a way to blow off steam.
Yeah.
And you give such a great performance of Kakashi in this episode that I do just want to commend that, because you had no direction. You just sent me the lines, and I don't know if that's for better or for worse, but I think that you using it to blow off steam helped so much with the aggression that Kakashi is feeling at certain points in this film.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
Is Kakashi my only character in this movie?
Yes.
Okay.
I think this is the only episode where you only play one character. Just like how next time at the Sports Carnival is the only episode you don't play Kakashi.
Is Kakashi not in the Sports Festival?
No, he got cut.
Ah.
Yeah, and I'll talk more about that next time.
Rude.
Yeah, right.
Shall we get to this?
Yeah, I mean, Tauntaun has more lines than Kakashi in that. Let's jump in. Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow. This was also... trying to figure out...
Exactly.
I figure out what I said. This was also the last episode that a certain cast member recorded for us.
Oh, yeah.
And I just want to recognise that he gave a really, really great performance for this one.
Yeah.
He does have appearances in the Sports Carnival, but
that was recorded before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was originally slated to be after Sports Carnival.
It was, yep.
But Sports Carnival ended up with a lot of tricky edits.
Sports Carnival, yeah, this was just done before Sports Carnival.
Yeah, it was a smaller cast, that's why.
Yeah, whereas Sports Carnival
was reliant on pretty much everyone recording.
Yeah, the entire cast up until that point was in the Sports Carnival in some capacity. So it makes it a lot harder. I think we recorded that mostly in lockdown as well. Yeah, they were. But I'll talk more about Sports Carnival when we get to it.
No, we definitely did some of that in person. Because we added stuff. We'll talk about that when we get to it.
Yeah. Anyway, Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow, Abridged.
We might want to put the screen on.
Oh, shit.
The following is a non-profit fan-based
Impolite bias Koyuki Kazuhana.
Naruto Shippuden and Boruto Naruto Next Generation.
Oh yeah, I forgot to reprise my role as Shell Tucker in this episode.
Shueisha, Viz Media, Studio Pero, and TV Tokyo. Please support the official release.
Oh man!
This is the
Wait, when does this even take
this
place?
is like episode 101 or something of the original.
Yes, the miracle.
This bit is
don't fit anywhere in the time.
In the random filler episodes between tuning exams.
Yep.
You can tell the audio for this is not good for me.
What's under your mask?
Because my audio was
We're talking now.
So you want to know what's under this mask?
this joke. Who came up with this one?
Me.
Very well then. Behind this mask is another mask. Pretty cool.
So with this was my
Hokage face. I love it. It's so fucking terrible.
This was my first ever attempt at majorly altering footage.
Yeah.
And I went frame by frame and I exported each individual frame and I painted over Kakashi's under mask with this Ahego map picture, which I got someone to send to me.
It's in your search history. You could have just looked up the Ahegao jacket.
Maybe, yeah, that could have been an option. Because that
exists.
Yeah, I know it does. I convinced the same person to buy it. At a Supernova convention. I think it was Supernova. No, it was at a Madman convention. Chris Sabat came to when Selves at Work was massive. That's how long ago it was.
Jesus, wow,
yeah. Anyway, I went through and I painted out the original mask, or painted over the original mask with this Ahego image frame by frame in reverse. So that way, boom, 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 boom. It is now canon that is what Kakashi has under his mask, which sets up a joke in Shippuden perfectly.
It's a good edit.
Thank you.
I'm very happy with that edit. That was fucking hilarious.
But this was, there's the Obito as the ramen guy joke in episode 6. That was kind of a test, but this was the first major one going frame by frame, because that was just a still image. Which
frame by frame stuff is such pain. I remember doing lip syncing for Zoids, and the frame by frame stuff, because I had like a panning shot, was panning upwards, panning downwards, whatever, and I had to do Harry Champ's lip syncing and stuff like that, and to do it frame by frame, it's moving things, and
there's a reason that almost none of our characters speak on a panning shot. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Though I did recently get shown how to do it. And it's something I'm going to start trying to do, but I don't know how successful I'll be. But yeah, anyway, that's
there we go.
Ahego Kakashi.
Right.
And that, what the fuck, was a reference to the end of Spider-Man Homecoming.
Nice.
Yeah, job.
Jump, Willie.
And they're actually watching Free Willy
kids.
at the moment with the jump.
That's the audio in the background.
Yeah.
What are you doing on my roof?
Now all those, I did all those theatre patrons that are turning, and I did it in the voice of my old SXTIS characters.
Okay.
Like, it's my first ever Abridged series. I pulled those character voices out of the ether and used those for the theatre rushes.
There we are.
Get the fuck out of here.
I can't believe we got kicked out of the movie. Maybe we should make our own movie. I hear Jiraiya's writing a screenplay adaptation of one of these porn novels. Let's do that. Sexy go-go.
You can hear this is a little bit later after we recorded Naruto because all the characters are like so much more settled into our roles now.
You had to stand on the roof.
But it was your idea to go and watch a movie to begin with.
These days, I change that poster to something.
Yeah.
I don't know what though.
Just advertise random other stuff.
Yeah.
You and
And,
me.
Sasuke is humming
and honey mustard sauce over there.
Fighting
I
Dreamers.
wonder if they still make that shampoo I like.
Whoa.
That was a line.
We probably put Digimon as that.
Yeah. Or just the logo on like every or like one of those changing.
Yeah,
things.
like a billboard. Like electronic billboards.
Yeah, like a billboard. Fuck.
Yeah, we changed the billboard into a billboard.
We also Sasuke was humming Fighting Dreams there. It is really hard to hum in Sasuke's voice. Because a lot of his tones don't come out. Like, thank you, Shikamaru. Is that the first time I've ever said Shikamaru's name as Sasuke?
Probably.
And then we make a red versus blue joke here.
Gotta love it. Gotta have a good red versus blue joke.
When red versus blue was good.
It kind of looked more like a big cat.
You mean like a puma?
Whoa.
There it is.
Don't you mean Sakura?
It's so brutal. And I love that. Nothing. It's so good. I never want to edit horses galloping again.
Okay.
And I love this music. We actually used this music in the FMA announcement trailer.
Oh, there we are.
I fucking love this track. It was used in a trailer for, I want to say Naruto the Broken Bond. I think it was that game. It might have been right. It was one of those two. Either Rise of Ninja or Broken Bond. I'm pretty sure it was Broken Bond. It's such a good track.
Let me go, you stereotypical little grunts.
And the transition there between Koyuki and Sakura and ShyGhost and impolitebi and ShyGhost is so seamless.
We got practice from that doing that already with the Orochimaru Raza stuff.
Yes.
So we already had the sort of like the pretext for doing that.
Yeah, I hate doing that though. It's so hard. I'm not looking forward to like Paildramon and Sylphimon and Shakuramon at all.
That's just syncing up the voices.
It is not that easy.
It is 100% that easy. We just need to get the same tone and inflection, the same cadence, and the same speed with the lines.
I got a plan for
That's
that.
all it is.
I got a
That's all
plan
it
for
has
that.
to be. Well, hang on. On that note,
Okay.
that's going to be reasonably easy because am I in all three?
Yes.
I'm in all three, yeah. And the only other people in them are yourself and impolitebi.
Yep.
The getting the three of us together to record, it's going to be easy for that.
Exactly. Because I'm thinking we'll just total tangent.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll just do it at the same time. So like X, like Paildramon,
Yeah.
and you'll be at the same time Stigmon,
Paildramon! Paildramon!
and we'll just get around the mic and just do it. Yeah, I think I can't do that with Omnimon though.
Yeah, that's your problem.
Yeah, it is.
Run away! Run away!
Yeah, I'd probably throw something like that now.
What are you two doing?
Just ninja things.
I'm so sorry. These are my two students.
You improvise this line.
Which one is which will surprise you.
Well, no,
And
but...
this is
His
the
hair
man
is
whose
massive
eyes
in this
are
movie.
Yeah.
In the land of snow.
Needs a haircut.
Dumbasses.
Yeah, the dumbasses was improvised as well. In between there was originally a whole scene that was cut of Naruto stalking Koyuki through Konoha. And she was going to be like, this is worse than the time I was a K-pop star or something like that.
I can't remember.
Or a K-pop art. It just cut because it slowed the whole movie down.
Yeah.
But that's why Naruto's saying, I finally found you here off the back of that. It doesn't really make sense with the remaining context. I had the idea as well after this movie came out that it might have been really beneficial to reach out to a certain bartending VTuber and ask if he could cameo here. But I only had the thought after the movie came out, but originally. But yeah, it would have been fun. In the background, you can hear the Cantina band music playing on an old-timey radio as well.
Oh my god, it's Takahata 101!
I wasn't going to name names, but yes. Had the thought occurred to me at the time, I absolutely would have reached out to Taka and asked if it was something we could work out or organise.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of those things. Or like have like the name,
Yeah. I know what you mean. I've got no problem name dropping because we'd never get it.
Shut up. Oh, I know what this technique is. I've heard Guy Sensei talk about the drunken kid.
It was the first time Naruto ever refers to Guy Sensei as well.
Probably.
You think you're some kind of...
You pitched this whole monologue by Kayuki as well.
Oh, yeah.
But
Absolutely.
we are ninja.
That's so cute. You know?
Impolite by as well doesn't drink, so hearing her play drunk was so funny.
We wouldn't even have movies. Because they're a super modern thing.
And yeah, Naruto farts there.
A lot of people, like a world of people who want to experience escapism, which would make no sense in a world of ninjas.
I was worried about how long the monologue takes, but it makes a really good point.
Well, no, it is a thing that is a big point. Because of how, realistically, I guess how easy it is to be a ninja.
Yeah.
At least have enough basic training to like at least learn chakra control.
Yeah.
So you could do something like a normal person at home, because everyone has chakra. It's established everyone in the universe has, or everyone in the world rather, has chakra and can use it. Just ninjas learn how to mold it.
Yep.
It technically means, it's kind of similar to Black Clover in a way, where everyone gets a grimoire. It just means some people can become magic knights, some people can't.
Yeah, exactly.
So the ability to mold chakra doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be able to breathe fireballs and stuff like that. But you'd be able to do some really basic stuff. Like there's probably something where you could just, make it your balance better, or be able to potentially walk on water, or hold on to something, like climb up to the ceiling to do your dusting and stuff like that. It effectively gives everyone access to superpowers.
Yeah.
The fact that not everyone learns that is ridiculous. Like the worst ninja we've seen, or the worst two ninjas we've seen, have been Rock Lee and Naruto.
Yep.
And yes, means that there would be definitely some Rock Lees out there. But Naruto couldn't mold chakra because of Kurama.
Yeah.
Which means that a normal person should be able to mold chakra. Even if they've got an infinitesimally small amount of chakra, they should still be able to mold something and at least help them with their day-to-day lives.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to be able to use massive techniques, but maybe they can find out, oh cool, I'm fire nature, so it means that if I'm lighting a candle, I can just do a thing that will allow me to light the tip of my finger on fire and use that to light a candle. Or at least give me resistance to heat. So me working in a blacksmithery or a bakery means that I'm actually resistant to the heat from my ovens.
Yeah. I just realised something as well, speaking of Black Clover. By the time this comes out on the channel, not only would we have read the next chapter, we likely would have read the one after that.
Oh yeah, because that's quarterly now. Oh boy, yeah.
I miss Black Clover.
It's a good series.
It is.
All right.
Come on, we have to get to the boat and go to the land of snow.
No, I quit.
But you can't quit. That's like recasting.
This is a really deep cut Star Wars reference to the special editions of
It just does not
2004.
work.
Anyway, fuck you.
Hey, want to see a magic trick?
Yeah.
Sharingan! Brainwashing, knocking out, kidnapping a drunk woman. What am I, Jiraiya?
You pushed back on that line so hard as it was originally written.
Yeah. It was originally making Kakashi seem kind of rapey.
Yeah, which wasn't the intent.
No.
But
There was no other way I could read it. There was no other way I could read that line without it coming across that way. I'm like, that's not Kakashi at all.
Yeah.
Implying that someone else could do something like that, sure. But him being that, like, across the entire series, Kakashi shows no interest in women.
Yeah, he shows interest in one man only.
Exactly. And the Make Out Paradise books.
Same thing.
Yeah. But
It's just Kakashi and Guy fanfiction.
But yeah, pretty much. But yeah, like, it's not in Kakashi's character to do that. So yeah, I completely went against that line because it just... did not make sense.
And I think what came out in the end was much better as well, because it's poking fun at Jiraiya and how he likes to get drunk and hang out with prostitutes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And with sex workers.
He does spy on women and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He is a creepy old man.
Yeah. I was about to say something, but I will not say it.
He's the pervy sage.
Yes, he is. Let's leave it there.
He is worse than Mineta.
I hate Mineta so much.
And Roshi is worse again.
Yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. So this voice I'm using for Susetsu is the voice I used for Shoutaka back in the day. He was.
They look very similar.
That was where I got the idea.
Sunday.
And a really random Twilight reference from us.
Watching me sleep like Edward Cullen, you creep.
Getting ahead of
Bring
myself.
me some water.
If you look outside, I think you'll see there's plenty of water to spare.
In a few more hours, the sun will rise.
He was right about the sun. I don't know if you remember, but originally when we were working on this, I had the idea of putting the Sunny or the Mary in the background.
Yes. We
Um,
couldn't find a good enough
yeah.
image to use in the background from like a full side profile or anything like that.
Yeah. So it was dropped, but yeah, that was the original idea with this wide shot. Could have even just used a shot of the Mary, just put them on the Mary.
I've realised exactly where we would have gotten it now. It's actually would have been one of the openings.
Which one?
14,
Okay.
16, 15. In that sort of end of like around the time skip.
Okay.
Because I think it might have even been opening 10.
I think I specifically asked for the Mary. I don't think I'd seen what happened to the Mary at that point, which
you wouldn't
might
have,
have been why we were having trouble.
Yeah, no, there's none of that for the Mary. There is for the Sunny though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paradise life on a boat.
Has anyone
I
seen
could
my
get
green
used to
spandex?
this.
It's...
That was Rock Lee Eyes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you three need to be on your best behavior. This is a D rank mission.
I didn't think babysitting this pampered actor would be such a high-ranking mission.
No veto, D is low ranking.
How could it be low ranking? D is like 5 in the alphabet. That's high, right?
So I said earlier about the cast getting more comfortable in their characters and everything like that. That was a huge, major improv by Pythonixx.
So good.
And it wasn't until we were working on this, I'm like, hang on, D's not the 5th letter in the alphabet. So originally it went over my head, and I just thought he was just saying something funny.
Yeah. And then there's an extra layer to it.
Yeah, and then we make a really great RVB reference again in this episode. Tex and Church? Can I kill him? I'm saving him in case we need food.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, but it's so in character for these two.
Can I kill him?
No, I am saving...
If only I'd use Sasuke's voice. Can I kill him?
Wait, what? Oh, wow! I can't
I love that
believe
compression of
we're
time we have here as well.
Setting up for today's filming.
And action.
That is just efforts from Gara.
In this scene.
Nice.
Except you. You can get in the way. Please. Please get in the way.
Welcome to Yuki Kagore.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we did this.
Yeah.
So yeah, all of
The
minions are based on Team Rocket.
She's literally holding the plot device.
You pushed back on calling it that.
The plot device?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. Because I can't remember why, but you did push back on the
Oh,
original.
I know why. I know exactly why. It's because LK's entire thing was that it was the MacGuffin.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
That was the whole thing. Just like there was a massive focus on it being the MacGuffin.
Yep.
So I was like, it's the same thing he did, so I'm a bit thing on that. But you hadn't, I don't think you'd seen the movie, or you hadn't watched it since
I hadn't watched
out?
it since it came out, which was years before this.
Yeah, that's why I would have pushed back, because it's like, it was a joke that had already been made.
And we always try to avoid repeating jokes that we've
Unless
observed.
there's a direct homage.
Yeah, which we have in like a minute or two in this, where we directly call out the fact that Little Kribo made that same joke already. Bane's reading more One Piece today. He's
Hey.
blowing up my phone. Yeah.
Is he in Wano yet?
I can tell you.
It's gotta be close.
Last I heard, I think he was on his way to Wano.
He was in Punk Hazard last I saw. Oh my god, he's there?
Yeah.
How is he already in Act 2?
Yeah.
Jesus, he's going to be...
Okay, so total tangent. Last time I was here?
Last time you were here, he had just started.
Yeah,
That was a month ago.
Yeah, I was last here at TwstdFlaems place a month ago, and just before that, Bane messaged me out of nowhere saying he was like 13 chapters into One Piece and he just decided to read it.
And now
I'm
he's
like,
Act 2 of Wano. He's halfway through Act 2.
like, that is amazing time. I should message Omega and see how he's doing because he's also started reading One Piece. It's just insane. Like, we're
Affected everyone.
yeah.
Hisashiburi da na, Nugiwara.
No, I won't say that. I was going to talk about the live action, but you still haven't seen.
I have
other
only
parts.
4 episodes in. I will get more of it watched eventually.
Yep. But yeah, Team Rocket. So yeah, Jesse, James, and Meowth, which was really, really fun to test out, particularly the Jesse and James voices. Because I'm not going to say where, but ShyGhost and I will bring those voices back to other characters later down the line. Ooh, you can probably figure out what we're talking about. But yeah, that's why that's why there was pushback on the plot device thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like we did enough of its own thing, and I think it's just so much of an obvious thing that that's kind of the obvious takeaway.
Yeah, it's the low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
He's already. That's right.
So-and-so, Rin, the ugly one. Protect the princess.
That was an ad-lib, and it's literally just a throwback to Teen Girl Squad.
Okay, yep.
Which I know you haven't seen.
Yeah, talk us through
Teen
it.
Girl Squad! It's a Homestar Runner thing that I think it was part of it was originally part of the Strong Bad emails, and it got its own spin-off, and it was just like these like really badly drawn like stick figures, and it was just these girls that would just be like doing stupid stuff. And it's like, what's her face? So-and-so, the ugly one! And that was the entire thing. It was just like, oh, so cool!
I love it.
Meet again.
Kakashi.
Yeah, I don't know who you are. I don't even know my own students' names.
You will.
Factually true.
Lifestyle.
Oh, getting that timing on 5-star 5 Jutsu was so hard because the lip flaps didn't allow, and the movement didn't allow me to retime the lip flaps, so I had to voice act. Like boop, boop.
That's why I like voicing Kakashi.
Yeah, I cut all of his head movement as well deliberately to accommodate that. But yeah, getting that timing, I'm like, how the fuck did Yuri Lowenthal do this? Because it wasn't just getting the words out; it was getting the words out clearly.
He was going hero.
Meruman.
Yeah.
Not my Obito, bitch! Water style! Water dragon jutsu!
That delivery.
Be careful, Obito. They're wearing plot armor.
Plot armor? It is so Game of Thrones.
Actually, no,
That was
no,
pitched
that's
by
the point of
Pythonixx.
the whole show. No one is safe in the Game of Thrones.
This was before that had finished.
Yeah. Also, teaming up Kiva and Neji there was a deliberate, intentional homage to Masuko and Vegeta.
Do you know what their homage is from?
From something else. That's
It's from
referencing,
something else.
Referencing
It's
Bill and
from
Ted.
Real Ninjas.
That's right, yeah.
That's the entire thing that Masuko and Vegeta got that reference from. If they didn't, then they came up with the exact same idea, but I'm 99% sure they did that. But yeah, the whole Neji thing and Kiba being all like, dude, it was like that's a Bill and Ted reference in itself that Real Ninjas did, which then became what Masuko and Vegeta did for Neji and Kiba, which then led to this scene. So it's like a 4 layers deep reference.
Yeah, and
So
Neji...
this is a Bill and Ted reference.
Yes. But yeah, Neji being there was just... it was so hard to find part 1 footage of Kiba and Neji. I'm pretty sure this is actually shot
Has to
from
be
Shippuden.
Sasuke. Really?
Yeah.
It can't be from Shippuden, unless it's a flashback.
Yeah, it's a flashback filler thing in Shippuden.
Flashback to the Sasuke retrieval arc or something, I assume.
I don't remember. Like,
Who knows?
it's Shippuden. Like, half the series is filler, I swear.
It is.
Shut up! That's right. This armor makes it so he cannot be harmed by ninjutsu or genjutsu. But you already knew that.
Isn't that the
didn't you?
entire premise for
Kakashi
fucking
the
Boruto?
clairvoyant.
They're ninja tools.
Yeah.
Filler movies do not count. Bitch.
I love how we set up that he doesn't know what's...
Yeah.
he doesn't have clairvoyance in these.
Fill villain in the way of my cool air trunks. This is fucking Shino's fault.
I think it's the first time we actively point out him hating Shino. And this starts, I think it's in almost every single episode of Season 2, Kurama appears. RisingAvenged didn't record any Kurama, except for most of Season 2. Like, there's a line here or there. But a lot of this was just taken from other things, so it just made sense within the context. Like, this line here, Kurama has a cameo in Galel, which RisingAvenged didn't record for either. It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Nope.
That was an improv by Bane as Mizore.
Sakura!
God freaking damn it.
Don't be such a dork, Kakashi. Ice style. White whale jutsu.
Which pays off watching it start.
Well, actually,
I'm glad we did this and not the other obvious reference.
And what was that?
Narwhals.
We're about to speak to that.
Okay.
Like, legitimately.
Yeah.
Use that because little Karibo told it first. Damn it.
It was 10 years ago. It was a coup. Koyuki's father's younger brother...
Reference
rose up enough
Spaceballs.
to take over the country. I had stayed with Koyuki thanks to some sled dogs.
God, I wish Kakashi,
Two
Armbu
big
Kakashi got much
Sometimes
more
I really miss
screen
my
time.
days. And that's the whole backstory of this film. Any questions?
Yeah. Do you know the Muffin Man?
Anyone else? How about you, Rockly Eyes?
Look at him!
Nope. Anyone else at all? How about you, Koyuki?
who gave you permission to talk about my past?
It's my past too, so...
Please forgive me for bringing you back to your homeland.
No.
Not even for a strawberry cheesecake?
Maybe.
Yes.
Full disclosure, Impolitebi and I love a certain kind of cheesecake, and that's a throwaway to that.
Ending in
Fair enough.
show business.
There is to work with the casting couch. Wait, what?
Ew. What is this?
I love that reference.
This
It is such a low-hanging fruit.
Oh yeah.
stretch trains used to run through here, carrying passengers to and from.
Oh, the sound of this, these vehicles
Vehicles.
are from an Australian Holden Ute, I think, from memory.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know it was I'm pretty sure that's what the sound of these are. So that's why they sound so shit.
It's been buried by snow.
Yeah, I'm gonna piss off a few people with that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, Koyuki
Cars
got
aren't my
bored,
thing.
So Naruto
Same.
got her whilst they traveled by the scenic route. I'm sure they'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? Yep, fine.
I feel like that was a reference to something. I don't think that was original to us. I think that's...
Fuck.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Crazy son of a bitch.
Hey, that's the fourth Hokage you're talking about.
I can't believe you outran a train.
I like trains.
I like trains.
I like trains.
One less. We meet again.
Dota?
So that's Doto.
So I cast Bane as Doto in this movie because he does play Madara. And I wanted him to actually get to play the main villain
Yeah.
for something. I mean, he does play Father Hido in Galel, but that's a completely separate reference on its own. But yeah, getting to play Doto here was very much leading into that.
Yeah.
And also into the Team Rocket thing as well, because we did, back when Pokemon Origins first released, and I've spoken about this before, but just to quickly recap, we did a bridge, and it released
You
on the...
guys did. I wasn't involved in that project.
Yeah, it was before you came into the picture. It was myself, Bane, impolitebi, and a couple of other people that did it. And it was actually the project I showed to Pythonixx and ShyGhost
To get them involved.
when I said I'm looking to get back into doing this next year. Back in 2018, I want to say I showed them that. 17 or 18. And yeah, released it in Japan on the Wednesday, and we had it up the following Thursday.
Jesus.
Like, not the next day, but like 8 days later. Acquiring the footage through completely legal means. Writing, directing, recording, editing, acting, everything in 7 days, and then uploaded.
Jeez.
And in that project, Bane played Giovanni using this voice. So it's with the Team Rocket
It fits with that.
fits with that as well.
Who is he?
I am the man who staged a coup, killed her father, and forced her to run from this land.
So you're the reason I'm freezing my 9 tails off.
That's enough out of you, Doto. I, Sadayu, will avenge Sosetsu's death and do a fairy little prairie dance.
So at the end of that line, fairy little prairie dance, was an improv. The line cut off at and like any good actor knows, if it cuts off, you just keep talking till you're actually cut off.
Yep.
So I just let Chris down and just run with recording that line. And, well, you know, I kept it the whole line in. And, yeah, it just worked so much. It's like, wait, so this guy's like, Sadayu, what the fuck is his problem? And, yeah, it worked so and it gave him a hint of humour right at the end.
Is he talking?
Right before he dies.
No
Yep.
idea.
If you don't mind.
Certainly.
Steady.
The Simpsons movie reference.
Oh, shit.
It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything.
I love that reference.
That one goes without saying. I love Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yuki, don't cry for me, please.
We really made Koyuki really heartless.
I won't.
She's worse in one of the other abridged versions.
Die already.
Well,
Except all she says in that movie is,
Now I'm going to
whatever.
continue with the film shoot.
oh yeah.
Hey, stop! A blimp!
I'm just bloated from lunch.
No, I mean an actual blimp. You know, big balloon thing.
Let's go to another improv by Pythonixx.
Improv.
As is that there she goes. Pythonixx is so good in this movie.
No, they took Koyuki. And where's Naruto?
Do you have...
Oh, yeah, nice twist on the Where's Sasuke thing.
Yeah.
Maybe. What's it to you?
If you don't...
So there's a couple of Black Clover references in here, which hinted at what I wanted to do after One Piece.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Intimidates me.
Like
And
what?
you
She calls him Master.
forced to live out your
Ah.
days, forgotten and obscure, like the GS Corps.
Never gonna happen.
This is the second Iron Gear in this movie.
What?
Yeah.
Is that Asta?
There it is. Is that Asta?
I am here.
Still, Pythonixx has only recorded that once.
Rule of threes in climbing.
This is non-canon. It doesn't count.
Correct.
We only did it 3 times in canon.
Sir.
The dog.
Yes, sir.
I love how Pythonixx's voice cracked there.
The plot device.
Worked really
Or
well.
else. This is a fake experience.
There's a line in here that Bane recorded on his phone.
Kakashi hot cake.
Very well.
There's a line later in this movie that Bane recorded on his phone while packing to go on holiday.
Serves you right, getting caught like a Pokemon by Team Rocket like that.
It was that line that I'm like, oh, that's what we do with those guys. We write them as Team Rocket. So I went back through on the second draft and completely changed their dialogue to be in line with that.
Nice.
You're right pretending to be a shonen protagonist.
Ooh, said the actor playing Royal. Who do you think you are, Meghan Markle?
I'm beginning to understand why people don't like
That's
you,
an old cut.
asshole.
Yeah.
No, people hate me for being the Jinchuriki of the Nine-Tailed Fox. I was ostracized
First-
and hated
I was
growing
called the
up,
Jinchuriki?
having no friends except for Erika Sensei.
Trying to think
Shoji,
if that's the first time he's
Akamaru,
referred to as the
everyone else I've been with
Jinchuriki. But I love how we call out the hypocrisy of how Naruto had no one when he had so many people.
Such as
Yeah.
Erika Sensei, Choji, Shikamaru, Kiba, Akamaru, Hinata, Sasuke, and Sakura, Kakashi Sensei.
But it's also
Shinji
retcon
Shop,
stuff from
Yeah.
the anime.
Trinity, Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals, Jiraiya Sensei.
I love how
Big
each of the other
Bang,
teams, well, we have
Hands
given them
on
their own
top. And
names.
you know what I do?
So Kurenai's team is Team M, Team Pregnancy. Asuma's team is Team Smoker's Cough, and then Team Guy is, of course,
Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals.
yeah.
Retcon
Then Team 7.
That scene was a little bit like after the... It was a little bit longer in the script, but it just worked so much better to go... "Ching, ching." There was dialogue in between and it didn't work.
Yeah, fair.
Interesting. And here I just thought the popcorn was done. So maybe
Also
you
an
can
improv by
tell me
Bane.
what I should be doing here. Or, perhaps, do your job.
Whip.
Whip.
100% that.
Crush time. This man is another man.
That was just the same line from earlier, just a different take.
Yeah.
Princess, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Not.
Because of course Naruto thinks everything is about him.
A good question for another time. Hurry! We're being followed! This way!
Why this way?
Because the enemies are that way! Think it through!
Really obscure Doctor Who reference.
This is the part of the film where I
Looks like a
monologue
butt.
my evil
And in the
speech.
background there is a soundtrack, a track from the Doom soundtrack.
Does that logo not look like a butt to you?
Yes, it does.
Anyway.
But yeah, the our hot sauce eating friend, I reached out to him like I've got need this thing for Doom, like Doom, and you know Doom better than anyone else I know. And it's like, here's some options.
I like that.
So yeah, shout out to
Welcome to my throne room of doom. Trademark pending. I paid the film crew to lure you back.
this is the bit you were talking
Yes.
about earlier.
So that you would bring me your plot device. With the profits from this film, we'll be able to turn the land of snow into the land of spring.
You monster!
What are you doing?
Well done, dear Lisa 9.
Anytime, my dear Uncle Dotto.
What?
I think
I'm
that
gonna pause here.
no, that's in the original now. I think of it.
The fuck?
But on Naruto, Kakashi's pause there, we actually cut the music.
Families are fucking weird. I'd love to have one someday.
Goodbye, Naruto.
It'll be fine. We're ninja. She'll just land on her feet.
Yeah,
Oh, don't worry, big ninja.
we could have actually ended the movie now. Then I think about it.
She survived.
Or added a line in there going, Naruto, that's cats.
The rainbow.
Speaking of cats, Nyan Cat.
Get back here!
This has so many really obscure 2000s memes in there.
Oh, yeah. Why is there young cat here?
I don't know.
I'm okay. Pretty sure I'm in here.
Improv by Pythonixx.
Because if you were to do a Nyan Cat thing properly, you would have had to edit in rainbows.
Yeah.
Aren't you the guys financing the
Oh, and here's the payoff for that earlier as well, which was added later in process from
I
memory.
don't know.
I'll let you grab the snow speeder.
Yay!
Oh no.
Ninja!
No.
ShyGhost was so excited to be able to do something as Sakura.
To be fair, that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Sasuke originally did say, what's the actual attack's name? Lion Barrage. But you pitched gender equality for that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, like, and you like, fucking do it.
And you did it, and it works.
Yeah, it did. And we're originally going to explain here what happened to the other guy in Kakashi, but it just ended up on the cutting room floor.
Yeah.
Something.
Oh, we're in the middle of a pickle. I wonder how Kakashi's doing.
I don't.
So I feel like there's enough of an inference there.
Time for you to enact my evil plan.
Don't tell me. We're going to unleash the sacred
Is that
beasts.
right?
Oh, please. Nobody likes GX that much.
What's
Which one of
happening?
the signs was it?
Nah,
So time to enact my evil plan. Bane was packing to go on holiday with his wife when he did that line, and I'm like, dude, I know you're packing. I know you're about to leave. Can you please do this before you go on holiday for like the next 6 weeks? And he's like, if that's not good enough, well, you just have to wait until I get back. Fair. But I was able to clean it up a lot
Valid.
to what we got now.
literal plot device. It is the key for
What was his actual plan here?
I don't know. Can't remember.
Turn it into the Land of Spring? Was it actually to do that?
I think so.
Which is what we end up
Hang on.
doing.
Not about that.
Yeah, I think his original thing was to turn it into the Land of Spring or something and then take over and be like this thing. Yeah, only Kakashi.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is not the original ending of the script. Of the
No, that was just a random thing we did as opposed to ending it properly.
And as of right now, as of right now, I'm going to say, you can actually go onto Patreon and exclusively on our Patreon, watch the original ending for this movie.
Yes.
It's not edited. It's not finalized. There's lots of stuff missing and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, when we were editing this film, we got to this point and we realized there's nothing funny we're ever going to pull off then.
Splat.
which was a reference to LK when he did it with Naruto and there was blood that pooled, and then he just got up.
Yeah.
Whereas we just
Splat.
end. And we got to that point and we're editing it and I'm like, no chance we can end it here. No chance. So I sent it to the cast and it was just unanimous. End it there.
Yeah.
Even people that don't normally vote in the cast polls for whether or not of how to approach something participated in the poll, which I was so excited about because it really showed me that, this is the best way to end this movie.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So there you go. Land of Snow Abridged. So different to what LK did, so different to what Masako and Vegeta did. It's absolutely our own thing. We took a lot of big swings with this one. Naruto's characterization in this is definitely more in line with the smart aleck idea we originally had for Naruto before he got caboosed.
I don't know, this has got some good caboose stuff in there as well.
Yeah, it's kind of like that borderline stuff.
D is like 5 in the alphabet.
That's high, right?
That's 100% caboose.
D is like 5 in the alphabet. Once did that voice in front of Joel Heyman, he said, that's a really good Simmons voice. Seriously.
I like that.
I think it was actually at the same con that you, me, and Bo, 2 Point Bo, were all out at the same time and just missed each other years before we met. Anyway.
Maybe. I can't remember.
But yeah, that was... we realized when this was in production, we're just not going to get anything better than that. So we just ended the movie there. For us, like, we're watching this chronologically, it takes place after the Sasuke retrieval arc. After the Search for Tsunade, but before Sasuke retrieval. So if you're going to be watching this, that's when you would watch this chronologically. But yeah, it does so many things that I don't think we could have allowed ourselves the ability to do earlier on, and that is having fun.
Yeah.
This was absolutely after we'd taken a break between writing, and a bunch of people had some time off with recording as well. So when we came in to do this script and to get this project on the way, it was very much after my own psychology as a director had started shifting, and I started to be a lot more receptive to not just drawing a line in the sand and being a lot more fluid and flexible with ideas and everything. And a lot of that, I think, really, really came out in this script.
Oh, yeah. God, yeah, a lot of people are already wrapped currently with what we've done.
Yeah, about 2/3 of the cast have completely wrapped on Shippuden.
Not me!
No!
I've got the most dialogue left.
Yes.
Because I have the most characters left.
Yes. I think you've still got about 300 more lines than Pythonixx still has left to record, and Pythonixx has a lot more lines left to record at this point in time.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Main character stuff, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had this for the longest time was my favorite project we've done. I think that's been overtaken by our war game. I think our war game's probably my favorite we've done so far. And I can't wait to talk about Digimon when we get to it. But that's got to wait a few more months before that comes back. But yeah, this one was this movie and Galel and 3M. Not 3M, the Sports Carnival, and I'll talk more about that next month, is that we wrote these during lockdown as a buffer between, I've been thinking about this the whole time, between Naruto and between Shippuden, where people would still get to
have something
to work on, but predominantly for those that had their own home recording studios that would be able to record remotely without having to get together, which is why these casts are so small, which is why we cut a lot of characters and that sort of stuff, where if characters like Kankuro and Galel was originally intended to only have grunts and stuff like that, which I could pull from other recordings.
Yeah.
And of course, Galel took 3 years to make, and we're well and truly out of lockdown now, and it's not a factor anymore, but not the point. Get to Galel when we get to it. But this was absolutely a challenge in that regard as well, especially with what you and I spoke about earlier, with your situation and trying to coordinate people to record this one. But we got there in the end, and I'm super, super happy with it. Do you have any other thoughts about the Land of Waves? I'm noticing that we begin to front load. I always do that. Land of Snow. Ninja Clash and Land of Snow.
Ninja Snow and Land of Clash.
Yes. I'm noticing that we begin to front load a lot of our conversations at the start, which is not a bad thing.
No.
So anyway, that's Ninja Clash
Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow.
Abridged.
You got it right. You started getting it right, and then you just like second guessed yourself because I'd already said Ninja Snow in the Land of Clash.
Yeah. It's like the whole
Snow Clash in the Land of Ninja.
We'll meet you in Wano.
Yes.
Land of Iron. Oh, that's what we should have done with this. Just send it to the Land of Iron. Oh well. We'll be back next time with the Sports Carnival.
Yeah.
Which is completely different to how it was originally envisioned.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
You don't
Anyway.
remember, do you?
Nope.
All right.
No idea.
See you next month. Bye.